Welcome to Bareboat Sailing Charters. My name is Bill Bowman and I'll be going over your boat with you. The purpose of this instructional video is to provide you with useful information on the operation of your particular boat and to speed your check-in in Newport, giving you time to unpack, relax, and enjoy. At Bareboat Sailing Charters, we spend a great deal of time maintaining our boats to provide you with the safe, reliable vessel for your vacation. Happy boating. We're on the B46. Let's go down below. We are in the main salon, and first we are going to go over the nav station. Your boat is equipped with a Raymarine GPS and a Raymarine radar. The unit at the nav station controls the GPS. The unit at the helm controls the radar. Both units need to be on, but this unit needs to be turned on first. When you power the unit up, you turn it on by the white instrument breaker. After the unit powers up, this is the first screen you will see. You hit continue and the unit's on. The first thing you do is hit find ship. That centers the cursor on your ship and places the ship in the middle of the screen. With this Raymarine unit, the only keys you really need to use are your display key, your range key, your trackpad, and your find ship. So first, for navigation, you would range out and move your cursor to say where you want to go, say Block Island. And in a very basic way, you're going to have a magnetic bearing and a range. So right now it's telling you that Block Island's bearing 230 magnetic at 17 nautical miles. So now that you're out at Block Island and you want to get back to your ship, you have your find ship, or we kind of like to call it your get home button. You hit find ship, and that always returns the cursor to the center of the screen on the boat. And range back in. To cycle through your displays in this unit, you hit the display key and you have chart, log, and radar. And if you keep hitting the button, display button, the red box just cycles around. So to go to the radar, we put the red box on the radar, you hit enter. The radar starts out in standby mode. To transmit, you press the power button. And there you go, the radar is scanning. And one note, if you're using the radar under power, there's no issue, but if you're using the radar when sailing, you have to make sure that you run the engine frequently to keep a charge on the batteries, as the radar uses a lot of power. To stop transmitting, you press the power button, and you're back in standby. To cycle back to your chart, you hit the display key, press the red button on your chart, hit enter, and you're back on your chart. Okay, we are now going to go over the DC panel. The DC panel controls all the electrical systems on the boat. You have the DC main breaker, which must be on for the panel to work. You have your exterior lighting, navigation lights, anchor light, steaming light, and deck lights. You have your interior lighting labeled in yellow, cabin lights, and salon lights. The light switches are also labeled in yellow to correspond with this. You have your 12-volt outlet, which is your cigarette-style outlet for charging your cell phone and laptop. You have your macerator breaker, which powers the macerators, which control waste discharge. You have your bilge pump indication. The red light here indicates that the automatic bilge pump is working correctly. You have an auto manual switch for the bilge pump. You have your water pump breaker labeled in blue. And you have 3 gauges for your 3 water tanks: bow tank, port mid, and starboard mid. For the gauges to work, you must turn the water pump breaker on, and then the gauges come up. Moving on, you have shower pump breaker that runs the shower pump that drains your shower, the refrig breaker, the stove breaker which controls gas to the stove. You have a secondary manual bilge pump, your cabin fans, panel lights, your stereo, VHF, your instruments breaker, which powers all the instruments on the boat, saltwater washdown pump, your autopilot, and your inverter. Your boat is equipped with an inverter outlet mounted forward here on the nav station. It'll only charge a cell phone and laptop, so don't try to plug in a hairdryer or a toaster. Moving on, we have the AC panel, or shore power. You have the main breaker here, you have the battery charger, the water heater, and the AC outlets. You always remember to plug into the shore power first, then turn the breaker on. If there's an issue with the shore power, you'll get a reverse polarity indication here. One note, to get the hottest water you can, you need to be plugged into the shore power. So if you're running the boat's engine, you will get warm water, and also you will get the warmest water at the end of the day. But the only way to get really hot water like you have in your home is to plug into the shore power and use the hot water heater built into the boat. Your boat's equipped with the marine radio, and you have a CD player. Open the face here, you can put your CD inside, close the face. The boat's also equipped with an iPod jack. To use the iPod jack, you press the mode button here till auxiliary is displayed on the screen. And then moving back, your iPod jack is located in the back corner of the nav station here. In the center of the nav station here, you have the boat's VHF radio. Above the radio is the boat's name, draft, and home mooring number. Next to the VHF, you have a blue electric foghorn